Having a code 2025 day 3. Doing it in BQN. Awesome stuff. A quick status update. Solved day 2, part 1 and 2. Day 1, part 1. Can't figure out part 2 yet, but I'll get there. Let's see what's going on. So far, really enjoying it, but it's been tricky sometimes. Again, we'll get there. Let's see. You descend a short staircase, enter the surprisingly vast lobby, and are quickly cleared by the security checkpoint. When you get to the main elevators, however, you discover that each one of them has a red light above it. They're all offline. Oh no. Sorry about that, Nelf apologizes as she tinkers with a nearby control panel. Uh, some kind of electrical surge have fried them. I'll try to get them online soon. You explain your need to get down further underground. Well, you could at least take the escalator down to the printing department. Not that you'd get much further than that without the elevators working. That is, you could if the escalator wasn't also offline. But don't worry, it's not fried. It just needs power. Maybe you can get it running while I keep working on the elevators. There are batteries nearby that can supply emergency power to the escalator for just such an occasion. The batteries are each labeled with their joltage rating, 1 through 9. This is a real number? A real thing? Yeah, okay, I was going to say, I remember joltage from something else. A joltage, 1 to 9. You make note of their joltage ratings, your puzzle input. For example, 9, okay, it's descending, it's like losing power or something. So 9 whatever's. The batteries are arranged into banks. Each line of digits is a single line of banks. Within each bank, you need to turn on exactly 2 batteries. Okay. And the joltage that bank produces is equal to the number formed by the digits of the batteries you turned on. Okay, so I might read the next, but if I turn on 8 and 1, the total joltage would be 9. Uh, oh, 2 and 4. Oh, I see. Okay. You can't rearrange. So if I turn on 9 and 2, it'll be 92. Okay. So you need to find the largest possible joltage that each bank can produce. In the above example, you can make the largest joltage by 92. Okay. Uh, so is this just the max? Oh, hold on, I gotta turn on music. Is this just the max? The max number? No. Actually, how would I could find I could find the max numbers, but how do I tell? Maybe. Oh, I'm just thinking if I scan left or right, uh, I would say I would see 8, and this is max so far at index 0, and then I would see 9, and I'd finish it. And then so from the left scan, I would see 8 and 9 as the two biggest, and then going right to left, I would see 9 and 8, and then that's it. I guess I don't know how I would just not replace 8 with 9. Is it always 2 batteries? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure part 2 will be different, but so if I've got a I just keep the 2 biggest numbers I've seen, I guess. So here I keep 8 and 1 as my current 2 biggest numbers. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here's my 2 biggest numbers, and then 1 is not bigger than uh, uh, this number. So I replace it. I get here, and I have currently 8 and 1. Then I go over by 1. So I see, hey, 9 is bigger than 1. So I replace it, I put it here. Yeah, and then I don't move it over anymore because that's it. So if I get to here, for example, it's all the same process. Uh, 8 and 1. Then it comes 8 and 8. I'm still 8 and 8. 8 and 8 still. 8 and 8. 8 and 9 is my current answer. Then here, in order to turn from 89 to 91, I have to just admit that if I shift over one, like accept that if I shift over one character, the left number is bigger than the right number. Okay. Then I go over and over. So this is 91, and I go here. 2 is bigger than 1, so I replace that in. It's not bigger than 9. or well, that's it. I guess it's not bigger than 1, so I move over, and then I guess that's it. Okay, the sum of each voltage. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, okay, just take some sort of window looking at it and then moving it over. All right, I'm on board. So here we can see our code here. And if I do log, I can follow this stuff again. I've never used dshow once, for the record. I can fold this. I can fold all this stuff, get it out of the way. Part 1, data. So I want to say show lines. Let's see what lines is up to. And these are our banks. Inspired by a friend, I'm gonna. No, I was gonna say I'll put test scenarios for each one of these. But I'm just gonna try winging it. Just imagine I'm getting better. Okay. So let's just take the first line for now. Okay, I can do it like this, I guess, right? Yeah. This is the first line. And I know that all the inputs are all going to be 25 day 3 text. They're all hugely long. I'm going to assume there's no short lines. So I can make some assumptions that there's always going to be at least 2 numbers in the inputs. So I can say that I'll just write this out in longer form here, but biggest or whatever so far sure is it's called line. We're gonna say is our log is take 2 this thing, right? Biggest so far is 9 and 8. Okay, this is the first one. Big. Okay, so now big. How do I go from here? It's gonna be some sort of scan over the line. Here, let's bring back line, and then figure out where we go, because I can edit exit from here just so we're always focusing on the right thing. Should I? Maybe I should zoom in here just for the sake of video recordings. And they're small little characters. What about? What if I? What if I say? I want to. I want to. I want to say my starting value, SV starting value is 2 empty lists. Okay. So 2 empty lists. And when I fold over it, I still have to remember how the folding works with respect to left and right or whatever. So let me go here for a second. If I show 1, 2, 3, right, and my function that I'm making is just showing W, which is the left side of this. What is happening? So it yeah, the left one. So it's as if this anonymous function goes in between these 2 guys, and W is my left argument. So if this won't return all of them, so always return the rightmost one. And I wanted to go through all of them, so I'll do this. Nope. I just want to get the current one. I I guess I'll never, unless I start this with like Z or something, and always get W, right? or if I don't start with W, or just trying to understand the semantics here. So this is the result of 1 and 2, and I get 2, and this is 3, and then finally I end up with the result. Like I wanted to show this here, right? So there's always going to be one less answer, one less result. What I want. Can I simplify this? Maybe I'm thinking too hard here. What if I take these numbers? Oh, what if I take these numbers and then for each of these guys parse float? Okay, parse. So, okay, and then enlist. Hold on, I'll explain what this does later, or right now, I guess. So again, I'm just because I'm starting on a string, right? A string is an array of characters, so I have to when I'm iterating over every one of them, each thing a character at a time. Parse float's like, hey, what the hell, man? I'm not. I don't know what to do with the character, so I just turn into a list, a single element list, to let parse float. Oh, okay, I know what a string is, even if it's the same like data or whatever underneath. Uh, so I can do like uh, a max or something. If I put like a 9 and 0 or something here, I can put a max scan, right? Oh, right. Show. This should show something, right? Why did this not oh, it's a scan. Obviously. Okay. It's a scan. So sorry, put this show back here. So our max number at this point is 1, 2, 3, 9, and at this point the old 9 is bigger than the 0, so it's still currently 9. And if I want to have, if I go for the first example here of line, it's cool that the update actually persists across reloads. Actually, it's nice. Thanks to J. But the max number is 9. I'm locked in on this fold with 2 elements scenario. But is there an alternative solution that isn't so annoying with like tons of metadata or whatever? Uh, index of actually. Okay, here's D. Okay, D is just the number of lines. Just to simplify this. Uh, R D R logs. It'll be the same as before, but we'll at least have it on screen, right? And then call this max max scan, which might not mean anything to you until you're into this for a little while. Come on, max scan. Where is your print? Oh, there's no value. I see. There you go. We'll get rid of this show. Let's still have a show here. Okay. But I want the max, the 2 of max. What about this? Is just throwing stuff at the wall. If I take my D's here, I do something funny with them. Here, call them R log, and we'll say 2 size of windows of D's. Does this work like this? This is every pair of D's with it. So like a 9 and 8 here, and then 8 and 7, then 7 and 6, and so on. You can see how it goes. Is this useful in some way? Because in my example, actually, well, in this example, they could be any distance apart. So once I find 9 here, what's my breaking example? I guess this one. Let's see how this works. Let's call line. All right, buddy. Line is getting reassigned to this. Like up to this point, 8 and 9 are the biggest numbers, right? And then ends up being 9 and 1, right? Yeah, 9 and 2. There's a 2 there. There's some combination of things. What if I annotate, ignoring the funny thing, if I get rid of the window thing and call foo for now and say, yeah, we just pair this thing with itself or something. Uh, what am I doing? So this length of this turned into this. Here you go. And then I merge this. Let's see what we got here. Let's swap this out. So we have what did I just do? There's nothing. Why wouldn't this have? Oh, because I forgot the friends. Here you go. So 8 is the first index, whatever, right? Okay. So, I don't know this. Again, what does this tell me? What is this usefully conveying? Unclear. I'm trying to manage my music here to give me something to think about. No, no, okay. I don't care. Ignoring the edge case at the end, I just want the biggest number, the maxest in the line. That isn't. Yeah, it is universally the case that it's the biggest 9, the biggest number, and then the first highest number after that. Yeah. So give me the max. I think you actually hold on. Can I undo things just to time check? Not that anyone really cares, but okay. So yeah, the only time that it matters is in the edge case where 9 is at the end. And I'll deal with that after. In both these cases. Yeah, I'll handle that after. Okay, so for our easy case, we're gonna go here. This is our easy case, which is really line 1, so I don't have to do anything. Okay. So we just want to know what the max number is and what the leftmost index is. So get rid of all this stuff. Max scan? No, no. No, no, no. Just tell me what the biggest number in this number is. This max. Okay? This is what the biggest number in this whole array is. Alright? Okay, let's keep this here for now. Okay, max is 9. And where do you find 9? Well, you do this. You say, hey, show me matches or something. We say, which one of you dicks in D is equal to this thing? Hey, just this one. Okay, great. Now you say, give me the index of this. Great. Or I'll say equals 1, right? Because this will give me all of these last ones here. So all these guys are 1s, just for the complexity of what's going on. So this here. Now I take the first one of these, assuming, yeah, the first one of these. This is the farthest left I can look for the next highest number. Okay, so now I come back to my my index thing, right? I hold on, without all this stuff. Let's keep this here for now. And I can just actually do this, right? Not this one, just this one, right? So these are all the indices of my can I clear off the highlight? No, I have to click somewhere. Anyway, foo here is the indices of my elements, and I want to drop this from here. So then I would say, hey, which one of these don't equal matches? Oh, the song's playing that I. Oh, it's airplanes or something. Some sort of remix. Uh, how do I remove? I gotta skip it. It's talking too much. It's called System by Oddmob. Um, uh, matches. Remove matches from foo. Uh, okay. Do I just do this? Which does matches? How do I? What's the trouble here? If this is an index, I know how to keep the index. What's the opposite of that? What's the opposite of every number? Is it here E0 or something? No. Just trying stuff at random. Okay, let's swap this out. That happens to be an answer, but I don't think that's the right length, is it? Let's give some spaces to D here to make length. That is the same length. Okay. Then I can just, so what this is saying is that I could do E here. This is its equivalent. Then I would say not it. Oops. Not it, right? And then I would take all these from D. That doesn't look right. Yes, it does. It just drops the 8. That looks good. But I don't want to use 0. I want to do max. No, I don't want to do max. I want to do the index of max. I max. Look at this. M I perfect. Great. Now, once again, the max of this, and give me your. So I'm just repeating these two previous lines with that first thing again. What is this now? This is max. Max, come on, buddy. Hold together. If I instead call this foo is actually, let's call this DD for the the D once removed or something. Then I'll just copy the same thing. D max, D max, D, and this is DD. This is D. Look at this. This is how we program here. DI max. Do I have DI max? Apparently I do. Perfect. And this index is 0. So if I, how do I, what's my answer here? What's my string? Where do I get max and max? So if I show answer as max D max, in theory, this will be the correct thing, and I can I don't repar it. No. I think I have to repar it, but then join it, I guess. And then now I can do this parse float. Okay. Yeah, the LSP doesn't always do that correctly. Okay, good. That's real bad. But this will break on our case where line is actually this. Line is actually assigned to this. Excuse you? Yeah, see? Let's make sure this is... Yeah, it is respecting our code here. So the problem here is because 9 is at the end. Oh, then I just say D D is everything but the last character. Drop the negative last character. Okay, that works. What about this one? 78. Okay. And this is 92. Did I didn't expect to solve it. 98 versus 9. Okay, this is incorrect. Good. I'm glad I found a bug. It's only been 20 minutes, 28 minutes. How come? What does matches means? Matches is the first match for Max and D. Yeah, so 6 is the first thing here. So foo. Oh, this is a scenario where because this is hold on. See how I'm showing it and I get the 6th one, I presume, is 1, which is what I expect. So when I knot this, how come it's I don't know, why is it that works as I expect? Oh, I want DD to be dropped everything after that actually. Okay, hold on. What I'm saying is uh I was assuming that the search found it here, therefore everything before this would be 0 after, but it's not. It's only this one specifically. So I have to figure out how to drop these first ones. So if I want to drop the first index, yeah, I just take this number here. I take this number, and then I with this number, what do I do with it? Oh no no. Uh, when I have this number, okay, I want to take everything less than this. So I don't actually want to drop this. I actually want to drop this number. Take the first one, probably. What? No, this. Oh, that's why. This one. 1 or minus 1. And then that's what DD is. Okay, minus 0, minus 2, minus 1. Why is this happening? This should be 6, right? Yes, we're showing 6. Then we subtract that. That means we drop 5 from the start of this. If it was actually DD. Great. Maybe it's actually plus 1. Okay. 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 That's maybe the overcomplication of our life, but let's go back to this. Line. And do this. Why are you complaining about line? Really? Okay, so here's this. Can I equal that sign? No, it doesn't. Indentation is kind of tough sometimes. So I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying. So let's just uh, put these over or something. That looks weird. It really doesn't matter. So we're gonna show foo f of line, right? This is what we're gonna give lines here. We're gonna go for each one of them. Okay, 99 is that our answer? 98, 89, 78, 92, and then we sum it up. We're gonna do plus scan. Are we professional here? 357, 357. Okay, hold on. Uh, let's do this here, I guess. 357. Turns out I was right all along. Excellent. So now I'll commit this. Oh, I should. Doesn't matter. Solve day 2025, day 3, part 1 solution. Okay, I didn't commit the solutions or anything, or the samples or anything yet, but that's fine. So now, no, yeah, we don't use this at all. So this is fine too, right? Perfect. Now let's just get rid of all the logs. Delete to end, right? Why does this work? Oh, okay, I see, because it's, yeah, delete find G is the answer, but then I have to Hold on. Delete find G. Okay, perfect. Then we have an extra space. Who cares? Okay, let's not show this either. So when I said I don't want to show it, we're still showing it. We don't care about this either. We also don't care about this either. If you, oh, there it is. I see. Show. Good. So, all right, now here we are. Moment of truth. Part one is wrong because we got this number. Let's see how we're doing. Easy. Solve day 3 or 2025, day 3, part 1. And it's 12:34, so 34 minutes past opening. Not so bad. Let's see what part 2 has in store for us. The escalator doesn't move. The Alice explains that it probably needs more joltage to overcome the static friction of the system. And this is a real concept, or yeah, it's a real concept of the system, and hits the big red joltage limit override button. You lose count of the number of times she needs to confirm. Yes, I am sure. And decorate the lobby a bit while you wait. Now, you need to make the largest voltage by turning on exactly 12 batteries within each bank. The joltage output of the bank is still a number formed by digits, so the batteries turn on. The only difference is now there will only be 12 digits instead of 2. Okay, this looks like a combinatorics problem. Yeah, okay. So, when my solution... Yeah, what's the implication here? I'm... What's the... What's the difference? 8 infinity? How do I get an 8 character? Um, what what did I just do that gave me 2 numbers instead of 1? It was just moving this over, right? It was saying, hey, take the last number. Is it repeating this whole triplet 3 times? Because I will copy and paste if I have to. Let me at least get rid of some of these things that don't matter anymore. Oh, I changed that, but then I don't actually know if it's different. So F just means, in this case, function. And what do I expect to have the answer? Sample is not 357. It's this. And I'm happy with that the right align number there. I think that was me doing that rather than some built-in. Can I generalize this? For every line, this feels a lot like a fold again, right? Where we have the actually, hold on, let me make sure this number is still 357, like I said. Perfect. So if I have this is the entire problem space, then I parsed it. Great. When I have DD, it's D except that I drop one more character per things. So actually, if I oh shoot, if I do this right, I'm seeing 2 characters. So if I do this again, or if I increase this by 1, do I get 3 characters? No. And IMAX, I'm just trying to see if I can complicate this a little bit more. So if I put this here, right, and then get rid of this guy. That's the same output. And max. Again, I don't know what I'm hoping to achieve here. But if I uh, put this here. Oh, max. Okay, max is required. No, I don't know what I'm thinking. I was just hoping that I could vibe my way into it. Nums or something. Just so we have a result. And I want to be able to edit this function to choose an arbitrary set of numbers. Imax is the index. Here, let's write this down. Index of the highest, the first max. Sure, thank you. This is max number. DD is the remainder of the D's that can be looked at. Oh, yeah. This is the remaining numbers that can be looked at. Like I took out the 6 at one time because 6 was 9, right? So I couldn't go any further left. But if I'm dealing with the same numbers, I could use 12 numbers. The same logic applies, but I still have to figure out more, like, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Like maybe I can call this Pmax and then previous index max. And then DD is now DD is now the current D. And I don't care about this at all. Right? DI max was only if I wanted to pass in to restrict the next D again. So almost, if I look at it, oh, now I'm back to this again. So the biggest number, 12 characters to the left. Or from the right, sorry. Left from the right. Is this what I'm doing, actually? Aren't I pretty close? Let me I just gotta figure out how to loop this. If I can loop this, then I'm in the golden zone. Can I maybe calculate it once? No, but then I'm at the problem where I have to like what's the word? I have to process the first one manually. And I'm afraid of having to copy and paste this a bunch. I just want 3 digits. So if I can I won't just magically get 3 digits because I'm not pasting in a third digit here. So the max number. Yeah, I need to keep the previous max around in its index. I think actually I can. There's this or something. Classify. So this classify function, if you classify this list here, it says the first time 5 shows up is 0, and you see 5 later on. You see here. So in theory, if I'm classifying my uh like the index here, no, I was like I can have it. You see, like if I have my 9 or 6 or whatever, it would show. I would show 6 at whatever ID, but I don't care that it has that ID. It doesn't matter. The first index of each major cell in of. Okay, hold on. What was this doing? Oh, is that how this works? Hold on. Sorry, just learning something. If I show here this here, so I know where I'm at. Perfect. It'll run 4 times. So if I say show Pmax in D, does it show me like 6 or something? Index of. If I enlist this, then you son of a gun. No. First index of each major cell in X of X and W. Oh, swap. Yeah, 6. Neat. So that's what this does. Do I need this to be a list? Not really. It's a single element list. So, no, that's a unit list. It's a unit. This is a single element list. Maybe that's fine. Unit array, I should say. Can I? If I do, I still get 357 if I do this? Same amount of characters basically, but maybe it's more clear. If I just do this, yeah, that works. Okay, shortened it. I can just even shorten it further. If I do this, D, P max, delete, oops, delete till D. Okay. And this is really just saying this has to be 12 actually, or 11 or something, right? Because this is just saying don't go. Man, music's gotten bad here. Um, if I can't go any further than 12 to the left or something, or 11, let's say, because of reasons. So then, uh, yeah. So then I copy this again, and I would say, in this context, I would say Pmax is this again, but I would do 10 instead. I would say C or something, and then, or well, let's say B. I don't know. Don't know what I'm getting at here. Just vibing. What do we got? Oh, Pmax. Yeah, interesting, right? Is it interesting? Hold on. I want to get 357 back. Hold on. -1. Uh, where was the Dmax? Dmax is the maxing of the Ds. 357. Can I actually just do this again? And I have to change this to two numbers over. No, I thought I was cheating my way out of the answer. Because I think I have to, once again, drop to uh, one number, I guess. Oh, that's why I didn't have to drop any the first time, because I had to drop 0, basically. Okay. Okay, again, this is not solving, this is just hard coding something. I'm really debating just copying and pasting to get something out the door. Okay, 3205. So all I'm seeing is this is really A, which is this. Right, there's like definitely a pattern here, P max, right? And then P max is A. Okay. All that's changing is D is being iterated on the whole time, and then we're decrementing this count, and I can absolutely generate that count. I can do 0 to 3, right? And I can just say I just exit as can be, right? And I say reverse it, and then negative it. Is that how this works? No, I want negative. Just minus, just negate it. Right? And then I turn this into F here. Hold on, where's my function here? If I turn this into F, and then this is actually X. Okay. This compiles. Okay. Now oh, get out of here. This freaking person is in my voice. Okay, change that. No more nice EDM music. Going back to prog metal. So this is what's it besides the plane? Hold on, sorry, everyone. I know we're having fun. We want to just run F, delete this garbage, and we want to say F of each of the negative rotate D3, and we show the same 3205. Okay, that changes to 12. Oops, 12. I did it. That's the sample. That's the sample. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do these comments because I bet you that's incorrect. I'm not even. That's incredible. If this is what I want. Unexpected admire. That's fine. Part 2 is wrong. Oh my gosh. That is silly. Easy. Well, there you go. It's not so bad. That's not so bad. Now I gotta just make sure that I can validate this. That's awesome. Let me just do this here. Make sure we're on the same page. Okay, solve day 320. Solve 2023. Day 3, part 2. Incredible. Just saying the music changed and the answer solved. So ignoring part 1 dirtiness here, and I don't need to show this either. Okay, and I don't need to even our log the nums because we're feeling good about this. So that's good. We don't need to show. Actually, we don't need to show this either because we're doing that. Okay, let's clean this up. Where D is the I can call this iter if that's easy to read. No, I call this per line and call this iter as an iterate. And then I guess but I don't know what I prefer here. So I'm going through every text line. I'm turning each individual character into a number, like a float in this case, I guess. Then for the number, okay, actually, if I turn this into to 2, do I get my 170101 number, whatever that had? Let's go back here. The 17, yeah, look at that. That's the same answer. Cool. Um, sorry. If I go back to here, um, if I go back to here, something I can do to make this tidier. What I'm looking at is just that this is a. Oh no, no, but is that because this is getting a value, and if I change this to this, uh, does this do the same thing? No, surely it is though, right? Did I mess it up? No, I didn't. What's the issue here? Because in my mind, what this is saying, this first function here, this is saying, uh, this red guy takes 2 functions and modifies them together, basically. So it says for this function, for this drop function, run this function first on this data. So it says, hey, pass D to this function. Oh, because D is this whole. This is the whole. Never mind. I see why I couldn't. I don't exactly see why, but I can. Maybe I can at least change this to this, and then change this to this, and pi max is x o p max. You got rid of one level of layers here. Is this any easier when you're all broken down? And p max, I guess I can just call this max now. And in this case, this can be removed. Um, so max. I'm trying to think if I can remove this line somewhere. Because if you remember, x is the and this x here is the argument of this function, which is really the negative number or offset or something. Offset. I don't want to give it a long name, but that's what this is. And I'm not using x anywhere else, yeah, except like in here. So this is, oops, really what I'm doing is still this guy. And I can't think of a way to use max inside of here, and also return it after. Like if I wanted to be dirty or whatever, I could do no, I would do this, but that doesn't make me any happier. That just combines the lines for the sake of it. And I know it's clearer. Okay, I'll leave offset on there for now. So for every loop, we want to run this on D first. So we say, hey, what length of D? Calculate its range, like it's like 0 through the length of D. Then we find the index of max in it, and take the first index that we find that matches the number. Then we add 1 to it, and that means this can also be done like this. Great. And this is purely to modify D. I'm trying to think if I do some sort of fold again and pass around D, and then also the max total or something. Don't know. Whatever. This is good enough for now. I gotta do some other stuff tonight. So this is cool. So other stuff being editing days 1 and 2, or days 2 and 1 part 1. I might just update it, upload part 1, day 1 part 2 later on or something. Uh, anyway, yeah, this is cool. It's a neat-ish problem. It was sort of annoying, but it's not bad. One quick more glance over this. So process D here, and say, hey, the length of D, give me the range of these numbers. What is it called? What is it called here? If I keep don't know the name. Yeah, range. Okay, good. Give me the range of the length of D, and find the index of the highest number so far. What is this doing? Actually, is it always 0? Do I do I need this? I do. What is this doing that this isn't doing? Yeah, but it's just taking the first one. Hmm. I'm confused actually. Can I just drop this? Holy jumping. Look at that. Yeah, because okay. So what this was doing before, uh I think this is close to what it was before, right? Before I started messing with it more. Yeah, okay. So this is here. This is also working. So this is saying take the length of the X, range it, find the index that matches, like find the number that matches the index of this in the range, right? Yeah, yeah. So this is the range of 0, 1 through 14, if the latest 14 elements. And this is saying uh find the index whose matches the index already. And then from that matching number, pull the index or whatever. Anyway, uh that's interesting. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so X here is D like we saw, right? And, but so if I change it back to X, can I, given that this is a function, oh dirty, watch this. Uh oh my god. Gosh. Okay. So then now I change this back to this. Oops. Change surrounding brackets to this. We're here. And max. Come on. We can figure something out here. Max has got to be pulled off. Because also, like, for now, this seems a little more reasonable. But it still implies to me that like max is the result of all this line, but that's not how it is. So I don't want to inline it. But I am because I'm no, I was gonna say dropping this and dropping this, but or dropping from this, but both these left arguments are different actually. Yeah, sorry, I should say this is left argument and this thing computes the left argument. I think I can do that. But this is kind of the point about how I had the whole thing before, where if you have this long code, whatever, reducing variables you can kind of just see stuff you're doing underneath, which is really cool. It's hard to here, I'll put a space here just for alignment, but it's hard to appreciate sometimes. And I'm literally just looking at characters, trying to figure out what the way is here. And okay, I don't like this as much. I save it, make sure I'm working. Here, and then this works fine. Yeah, see, you could write it like that. Uh, I couldn't parse that, so let's just go back to where it was. Here, because they're right associative. So like, if you have a chain of them, it just keeps binding to the left or something. So it's like doing this, I think, right? The equivalent. It's not super easy to read. Um, left associative, right associative. I don't know. Whatever words means whatever I just did there. I'm using max and then I'm returning max. Okay, I've blinked a million times this. Okay, well that's gonna be it. Shorten a solution for 2025 day 3, part 2. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Look, always happy to hear feedback. Thanks for watching. Bye.